guess who it is? Hey, yo, Dre, I think they in trouble. Scott Storch, why you have to do it like this to him? Feels like a new day. Listen.
Hey, what's up everyone, how you all doing? Now, I kind of hope that's not broken, but I've been testing it with all kinds of weapons for about an hour or two now, and it looks like it might be. I guess we'll know soon enough. Warframe has arrived, and with her a greater appreciation for what Zephyr can now do following her recent rework. Crowd control, damage mitigation, movement, and a serious amount of status spreading tornadoes that can melt enemy armor in the blink of an eye, as you've seen at the start of this video, depending on whether that's broken. So what you're seeing is me testing several weapons with the 12 funnel cloud tornadoes that Zephyr can spawn in with the augment, simply by hitting the tornadoes once or twice with certain weapons, melee, primary and secondary weapons, to change the tornado's damage type to corrosive, and then sitting back to see how fast these enemies die or how fast they'll lose their armor. All of these weapons are of course modded for corrosive, although I have tried viral but it just wasn't as effective with the tornadoes, but it would be if I also started shooting the targets with my weapons at the same time, because their health of course would be halved. So the difference between Zephyr and Zephyr Prime is that Zephyr Prime comes with 50 extra armor, 50 extra energy and 0.5 extra run speed. Now her Prime visual effect is a little bit of extra gold, I guess, with her tailwind ability, and the relics you need to actually farm her parts are on screen now. Now before her rework, my main Zephyr build was a Jetstream Turbulent Zephyr, one that would complement projectile weapons and of course increase their range or their damage drop off, while also keeping my Zephyr alive with the help of the damage deflection from her turbulence ability. That was it. I never really built her for tornadoes or even for flying long distances, but tornadoes simply because of their ragdolling and how annoying that was for other players. But that got changed in update 22.12 with her rework, and so did the way that her tornadoes actually function. The tornado's damage type was changed from magnetic to physical IPS damage, and when you shoot that tornado, its damage type changes to the largest amount of elemental damage that it absorbs. So if you shoot a tornado for 200 corrosive damage, it will switch to a corrosive tornado that strips armor. But if someone then shoots the same tornado for 250 toxin, then it will change to toxin, because that 250 was larger than the 200. So it's always the largest element that it absorbs that it switches to, not the last element like it was before it got the rework. Now it's that armor stripping potential of these tornadoes that makes them so bloody good. Tornadoes will deal 4 damage ticks a second. So if you equip the funnel cloud augment on your Zephyr and can get a group of enemies together like this in the simulacrum and then cast all of your 12 mini tornadoes on top of them, it will strip them and kill them in seconds. Each one of those tornadoes will seek out an enemy and then deal those 4 ticks a second. So 12 tornadoes dealing 4 ticks a second on top of one another is absolutely deadly. Also remember, if you do choose to equip the funnel clouds augment, enemies will no longer ragdoll. They will still be slightly pulled into the center of the tornado, but they can still shoot you and kill you if you're not careful. If you're looking to have as much of a killing potential as possible and you want to grab as many enemies in one lump as you can, then a Spaghetti Nidus in combination with your Zephyr could be really good, or even a Vortex Vobin will work the exact same. So Zephyr or Zephyr Prime right now is in a really good place. Even if this setup is broken and it gets fixed in a hotfix, she is still much better than she was before. So if you enjoyed her Jetstream setup before, then you will still enjoy it now because it hasn't changed, although she has got the additional use of her airburst ability now for more crowd control. So these are my Zephyr Prime builds. Config A was what I used for the tornadoes and of course for stripping that armor. Let me know what you think of Zephyr Prime in the comment section below. Are you having any luck farming her parts or not? Do me a huge favour and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.